Now what do I do?
Morning.
Things have been pretty crazy lately, huh? No one's in the mood to talk either. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Just can't stop thinking about it. Even when we still have to do our best at school. Well, oh, there's actual classes today.
That's why.
It's December already? Yeah, it's right around the corner here in real life as well. It'll be December by the time this is published on YouTube because of how many of these I made during the time that I was going really ham. It's almost the end of the year. Let's not ruin our last month this year with laziness, okay? Oh, that's right. Exams start next Monday. Though, didn't we just have them not too long ago? Okay, so that'll be the exam week where I can hang out with Mitsuru, huh? Material on the exam begins page 160 and will include today's lesson as well. Let's see, how about we go over the definition of allotropy? Allotropy. The property of certain elements that can exist in two or more forms that are chemically identical yet physically discrete. Does that make sense? Well, allotropy is very common. More common than you might think. Like oxygen, for example.
Then,
Let's see if you know what I'm talking about, Acoustic. What is the name of the stratospheric layer of molecules comprised of 3 oxygen atoms? The homosphere, the ionosphere, the ozone layer.
correct.
Wow, good job. I'm sure you'll do fine on the exam. The oxygen molecule is vital to humanity in general, but the ozone allotrope is in particular is necessary for life on Earth. I don't think I've heard of allotropes before, but if I didn't recognize the ozone layer after having a minor in Earth sciences, that would be pretty embarrassing there. You're aware that the ozone layer absorbs harmful ultraviolet radiation, right? Yep. Sadly, due to the destruction of our climate, there's less and less ozone protecting us. Though there's been a lot of efforts towards letting the ozone layer replenish, and it has actually been going like pretty well there. We still have like a lot of other things to worry about, like general global warming here, but the general ozone itself is definitely a lot better than it once was. I probably have nothing to worry about, but you kids might. We need to be more environmentally friendly for the sake of all life on this planet. Absolutely agreed. And that's why we should embrace nuclear energy, but let's not get political right now. That was for the Mario and Luigi Partners in Time playthrough. Alright. Well, after school. Classes ended for today. Alright, go duplicate my stupid skill card as I always do. So I'm always at the ready with whatever skills I end up needing. I can spend a card without worrying about it being spent forever. I'll always have the means to get more back. Send something, yip. Magic. Hey, I only have the one of that. There we go. Cool. Alright, now what? Now what am I doing? 1 week before, oh, now it's just Mitsuru. So maybe it's the week leading up to exams where she's the only one that's possible. And that's what the one guide was referring to. Because yeah, during actual exams, it just flies by the days automatically, I think. So what is Mitsuru? Empress. Okay. So then... Oh, I have Empress right there. Alright, well, that works out perfectly then. In that case. Oh, well. Gosh dang it. Guess I'm gonna have to actually go here. Whoops. So I'm gonna have to do... Oh, she's right over here. Okay. Okay, it's been a little while since I saved, so go ahead and do that.
Hello.
Acoustic. Things have finally settled down a bit. I'll be shifting more responsibilities onto the underclassmen and the student councils so that they can gain more experience. And with all that's happened, I'd like to have some time for myself. I'll still show up to the meetings, of course. Alright, I was just thinking of leaving as well. If it's alright with you, would you care to join me today? Mitsuru seems interested in my plans. I feel as if we can grow closer thanks to the Empress Persona Gabriel. I feel like I might grow closer to Mitsuru soon. Should I spend time after school with Mitsuru? Yes, but what was my tab for her again? It was this one here. So, we're going from 1 to 2, right? Yeah, 1 to 2, and it says neither choice will impact your relationship with Mitsuru. Oh, so in that case, I'm probably gonna need to use the computer this evening to get, like, bonus points with her. In that case, well, then now I know what I'm doing with this evening.
Greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Well, then I don't need this guide open if nothing's gonna affect it. Actually, there was a... Whoops. Actually, there was another place I was hoping to stop by today.
Interesting. So this is what the interior looks like. It's smaller than I expected.
Do you know how to eat it? Is this your first time?
Well, technically, yes. But I did pass by once with Akihiko. So, I understand that you don't eat with utensils here? My lack of knowledge on this subject is a serious problem. In all honesty, it's a good thing you're here.
Oh, well, I got a point anyway.
Is it actually profitable to sell these items at such low prices? I'd be interested to know the average cost per unit. Oh,
You can tell that this
sorry,
canonically
I
takes
found
place in
myself
2006 and not like
In
today.
truth, I didn't ask you here just
The cost
to
of
eat.
fast food has gone up drastically and the
Wanted
quality
to
has stayed
express
exactly
some
the same.
personal Thanks to you. Right now, our strength and conviction are being tested to their limits. We've only made it this far because we've been blessed with each other's partnership. I know I've been asking a lot of you, even more than the others, but I truly appreciate it. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Ah, Mitsuru seems to trust me. Look how our relationship has grown. Don't mind me just like munching on the side here, because this is the perfect game to be like munching stuff during anyway.
Oh, I didn't realize we were talking for so long. It would be rude to let the food grow cold. Shall we begin?
I ate burgers with Mitsuru, then head back to the dorm. Time for the evening. Oh, hello. Why don't we all try to cheer up a little? Good idea, I'll say. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I think I'm actually the one who's the most uneasy right now. Yeah, I am genuinely curious what people have to say at this point in the game. Everyone's been thinking about the decision that we have to make. Have you given it any thought? Yeah, I'll do the bad option first and the good one if the game ends like right after the bad option anyway. See the bad ending, just for the sake of seeing it. I've been trying to. Yeah, me too. It's not an easy decision to make. Yeah, it is.
Hello.
We have to make such a difficult decision. Could you ever have imagined that we'd be in this situation? Yup. You're a very interesting person. I don't usually feel this way, but I'm kind of glad we have exams soon. Because when I'm studying, I don't have to think about what'll happen to us. Everyone at school is just going about their days as if nothing's wrong. I think everything's normal. Must be nice. Is that what being happy is like? Ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Wait, seriously?
Figures. I finally learned something about myself, and now I'm gonna die. This is probably what Chidori meant when she said she was afraid. Chidori. I think I finally get it now. Make a schedule so you can achieve a goal. Without a future, the training schedule is pointless. Damn it. I don't know what to do. Well, I'm going on the computer to use online cheats to make myself closer with people. Personally. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Picture anyone you wish to intensify your relationship with and click the button below. Yeah, I think that +1 there was probably not going to be enough. Praying, current progress 3%. Continue focusing while you wait. Progress bar seems stuck at 3%. I'll continue thinking of Mitsuru. Because yeah, I think I need at least the matching arcana for a +1. And then a +2 during the actual thingamabob itself for a total of +3. I think is why I need to rank up on the next one. I only got a +1 during the conversation. And a +1 of having the matching arcana. So I only had like a +2 total as opposed to the +3 that I think I need total. I'd like to ask for another player, whatever. Let's go on late. I should head back to my room. So, is this just gonna be day after day of hanging out with Mitsuru or something then? Is that gonna be what happens here? Maybe? Morning, Acoustic-kun. Have you reached a decision about, you know? I've made up my mind. I see. You really are strong. To be honest, I'm really scared. I wonder what everyone else is thinking. Mata-kun looked troubled too. Don't worry, it'll all sort its way out. Don't worry about it. Okay, give me my stupid skill card, as always. I would very much like it. Okay, shrine. And then go over here and pray. See if I have anything new in magic. Yep, that one's still. There, duplicate that, thank you. And then, once again, I'd like your help. Would you mind showing me another place again? Ideally after school today. You can find me in the hallway on the first floor. Yeah, there we go. And then if I go to the tab for that, yeah, I can get lots of points from 2 to 3.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, Acoustic. Are you leaving now? If that's the case, there's a place I want to stop by on the way back. Just out of curiosity, let me double check. Yeah, so this is the only one that I can be doing right now. Okay. Yep. It's just a solid week of this is the only one that I can rank up. It's over at the strip mall, so it shouldn't take long to get there. It piqued my interest a while ago, but I could never bring myself to go alone.
Interesting. So this takoyaki doesn't contain an entire octopus, but only a small portion. I mean, that does make sense. The entire creature would be far too large for a single
That poster on the far right looks like something you'd see in Splatoon.
Sometimes my own ignorance truly astounds me.
Why not give it a try?
Seeing is believing, I suppose. Excuse me, one piece of takoyaki, please. What? Oh, they're only sold in multiples? How generous. So I'll receive an entire tray for this price. So it's filled with diced octopus. Interesting.
I don't actually think I've ever had takoyaki before.
Combined with the chewy texture of the seafood. Quite flavorful.
I'm also not a big seafood person.
Are there other ingredients mixed in? In any case, it's quite good. C'est très bon. That reminds me, Akihiko once mentioned this place. Speaking of Akihiko, don't you think he's been acting differently lately? I can't place my finger on it, but I've known him for quite a long time. It feels like something's changed. Maybe he's just maturing.
Are you happy?
Of course I'm happy. With all that we've been through, it can be difficult to get over what's happened in the past. But Akihiko is using his experiences to make himself stronger. I'm quite impressed by that. When I look at Akihiko, I can't help but reflect upon my own life. It's the most peculiar feeling.
Maybe you're in love. Maybe you're anxious.
Anxious? You may be right. Maybe a part of me is panicking because I feel like I'm being left behind. Sorry, don't mind me.
Ah! Punching! Mitsuru seems to have a lot on her mind. I feel like a really... whatever. Cool. Rank 3.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry to subject you to my thoughtless rambling. Just forget I said anything.
I heard nothing.
Thank you.
Oh.
That takoyaki was
The website sure didn't tell me that I could get another point from that.
Again sometime.
Not like it matters at this point, because I'd rank up the next one anyway, but still. The website missed one. One opportunity where I could get a point. Oh, the random shit I bought. I got a... whatever that is. Okay, so this is a walk day. Oh, has Koromaru been here for a brushing before and I've misinterpreted that as a walk? I think so. So I could get like some gemstones from that. I don't need to use the online site thingamabob for anything. If only there was more other websites to go to for other different buffs or something. I saw this and I thought this was one person doing the splits at first. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, and I have Siegfried on, right? Yeah, he's at 84 agility now. Sure. Siegfried is just gonna carry me through, like, the entire rest of this game at this point. Like, even if I get, like, other really strong personas, I'm still gonna keep Siegfried as my go-to physical persona. Like, I can't not at this point with the max strength and potentially max agility by the end. We'll see here. Like, unless I really need to not use slash damage, I really need to use one of the other physical things. Alright, once again, it is Wednesday, my dudes. And I think it's gonna be same old of go hang out with Mitsuru. Yeah, acoustic. Even though we're about to face death, we're still going to school as if nothing's happened. Surreal.
Yeah.
We'll have to make up our minds sooner or later. Even as we speak, the deadline is drawing closer. I just hope we can find the right answer. You know, I really liked the new Royal content in Persona 5, where the decision that Dr. Maruki gives you is something that you actually kind of have to consider, where it's like, huh, is it better off this way, even if it's kind of artificial and not real, if it's for the sake of our own happiness? So, like, you can genuinely consider it, and it's not like the quote-unquote bad ending of that game is bad. But with this, it's just like, hey, the world is gonna end anyway. Do you want to try and fight and do something about it, even though I told you it's hopeless? Or do you want to forget, ignore, and then just have death come? Like, even if there's no chance, you have no reason not to try if the outcome's gonna be, like, the same anyway. Still just try. Like, this isn't really much of a choice. Alright, everyone. Finals are almost here. Let's begin. To kamienchi. Kamiemi-tame. Today, I'll finally talk about our own country's magic. While you may think you know enough about it already, you probably don't know the half of it. The belief that magic is a questionable subject is becoming more and more common. But what is swept into the corners of society today was once central to it. It could even be said that Japan came to be in the first place thanks to magic. No. After all, Himeki of Yamatakoku was a shaman. She reportedly relied upon a type of shamanism called Kido when ruling her domain. Sadly, we have no way of knowing how her magic worked. Same is true for Prince Shotoku, who established a centralized government. He practiced Omyodo, so he was also a shaman of sorts. With origins like these, magic was naturally woven into the very fabric of Japan. The Heian period, for example, the Bureau of Omyo was established so that Omyoji could expel evil spirits, give spiritual advice, and train new practitioners. You may be familiar with it from the legend of Abe no Saimai. Ah, yes, I most definitely am. That rings a bell. Even in the age of the samurai, magicians had their part to play. There were many generals who studied divination alongside military tactics. They could be considered magicians. Say, are you still listening? Don't become mesmerized now. Here's a test to see if you're actually paying attention. Get it wrong and I'll make some of your lingo taboo. Toho kamiemi-tame. Now, who to pick this time? I choose the acoustic. What sorcery was Himiko said to have used? That was that one, right? Because I don't really recognize the other ones. Wrong? From now on, sup is a taboo greeting. I don't want to be hearing skibbity riz anymore in my classroom. The ease of access to magic that Japanese citizens had continued up to the Edo period, but the new government formed during the Meiji Reformation stamped it out. The Sushi Mikado Shinto, which had only recently been revived, faded away once more. Answered incorrectly. I'm dumb. And yeah, there hasn't really been anything else much going on in like discussions with the chat, which hey, it keeps me focused and getting through the game. It doesn't it doesn't keep me sidetracked, starting to ramble about a bazillion other things, like always happens with Persona 3, and then like no progress happens. You could say it's a blessing in disguise. Alright, let's see here. Alright, anything else in magic? Yeah, time is flying by. Here, duplicate that crap. There we go. See you later. And then, yep, go ahead and do this. Won't ask you to take me somewhere to eat this time. In fact, I need your help and wisdom regarding a certain matter. Shall we head to the library together? I'll be waiting at the usual spot. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. I'm flying through the days here. Oh, Acoustic, are you leaving now? I have to visit the library today to study up on business administration and management. If you aren't too busy, perhaps you could help me. The tab was this one. So 3 to 4, and I can get a bunch of points here too. By the way, did you know that you could save Chidori? Oh? No, I did not. I thought that was just scripted there. So I got like a worse outcome in a video game when I could have gotten something better. Whoops. Sure, spend time with me too. Thanks, I appreciate it. That said, I'm certain I know where to find what I'm looking for. Shouldn't take up too much time. Time to start the playthrough from the beginning to get the better route. Truth be told, asking you to come along was just an excuse. We'll have some time to chat afterwards.
You know, there's not much time left for us to spend like this. In just a short while, we'll be looking back on these days with nostalgia.
Did something happen?
No, I'm probably just tired. It's nothing you need to worry about. Since my father passed away, I've been faced with a number of complicated issues. My inheritance, the future of the Kirijo group, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. It's possible I won't be going to college or starting a career. I may need to walk a different path. Say, what does marriage mean to you?
Political power. It's all for love.
That's a straightforward answer. However, I'm a Kirijo. I can't let my feelings tug me around when making these decisions. An agreement between two parties, such as marriage, takes careful consideration. My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons, but as time passed, they slowly grew to honestly love each other. I don't think they were unhappy with their lives. Love can take many different forms. Am I wrong about this?
There's no option here of no, you're not wrong. I agree with you. I can either say that's a tough one or do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? Asking for a friend.
Please, wouldn't you know if I did? We're living under the same roof. Besides, that's a bit... How do I say this? Romance just isn't my strong suit.
That's an ear to Mitsuru. I feel like our relationship has grown. Rank up. But yeah, not my strong suit either.
Until closing time. Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president.
Let's get even worse. Let's bring a DDR mat in here. I left the library and returned to the dorm. Alright, well. Hello!
Hey.
Hey, welcome back. It's already been a week since Ryoji-kun told us everything, huh? I couldn't sleep for 3 days after that. Feels weird being this scared. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm only just now realizing. No one really knows how much they take their lives for granted until they think there's a real possibility they might lose it. Yeah. Funny how that works. Oh, there's the study session there. We can at least get unique cutscenes that way, even if it does nothing for me, so maybe I should do that, just for the unique cutscenes. Is what I may as well do. Well, after the linked episode, you'd have to go back to the flower store and buy the flowers Junpei was gonna get, and give them to Junpei and tell him to visit her. I would not have ever guessed that was a possibility of something that I could actually do. The outcome is she'd live, but have no memory of Junpei or any stuff like that. Huh. Whoops, I don't have to switch my monitor input. I'm playing on PC. I'm stupid. Let's see here. Oh, YouTube, please. Let's have a look-see here. Persona 3 Reload. Save. Chidori. I'm just curious now. I want to see what the, alternative is like. Chidori is alive. This? In Persona 3 Portable, as female main character, you could do something similar and save Shinjiro by giving him a pocket watch, what would block the bullet, but he'd be in a coma until the end of the game. Oh. Apparently. Huh. Interesting. Let's see here.
Huh? Junpei? You took off that fast and you
So-
still haven't gone inside?
Yeah, that's at the beginning of, or no, the end of, January.
We'll wait outside. It wouldn't be
So
good
this
for
is
all
what
of
would
us
happen
to
here.
touch in.
If
I agree.
I did that.
Go on, Eeyore.
Event that occurs once you've given Junpei the white flowers during his social episodes. Okay. So
Her damaged endocrine system and other
so she would have just like
internal organs have
taken
completely
damage
healed.
during that
She's still
battle,
weak,
but
but
survived.
There's no more danger of her dying in 2 years.
So I missed out on like the best way for things to go.
Chidori,
Whoops.
is it really you? I'm
Oops.
not dreaming. Am I?
Well, let's just see this out of curiosity then. because I missed the chance to get it. So, yeah.
It's true. It is you. Chidori.
Who are you?
Huh? What?
I thought so. Transmogrification is the proof that one lacks potential. I had a feeling this might be the
Transmogrification?
case.
This is Kirijo-san and Iori-kun. They were your friends last year.
Don't look up the
Friends?
Shinjiro one, it spoils the end of the game. Yeah, I figured it might there.
My name
If it's, like, right at the end.
Yoshino. I'm sorry. It hasn't quite hit me yet, but I guess I don't remember anything of the past few years. It's like I was having a really long dream.
Chidori. Yoshino.
It seems all of her memories after she awakened to her persona are gone.
Oh, so he
She
knows about the
remembers
persona.
everything that happened before then. But as for you all,
Iori.
Nah. I think
Hello,
It's
Hikari,
better
how's it
for her.
going?
that she doesn't remember all that stuff about the fighting and the suppressants. When you're having a nightmare, it's better to be able to wake up.
I didn't say it was a nightmare. Don't put words in my mouth. It was a dream of meeting a kind, warm person at the end of a long tunnel. I can't remember it clearly,
Okay, so they
But I
can have a
wanted to
happy
make him
ending if you do that.
and
I usually always try to go for,
I
like,
think
the happiest, best
there
possible
were
routes when I'm playing
flowers.
video games.
a room.
But I
filled
didn't
with
know that
them.
this was a thing, so, like,
Ugh.
oops.
Fine. Take it easy. Don't force yourself to remember.
Rather unfortunate there.
flowers in a room.
Sucks
If
to
you can
suck.
remember that part clearly, then maybe.
Oops. I'm doing pretty alrighty.
Do you
Enjoying the long
remember how
weekend,
she'd occasionally
making
use her
progress
power
through
to
the
make
never-ending
flowers
games here.
bloom again? She'd always do it for the flowers in her room on the days when Iori-kun would visit. And she would
My camera's
always
blocking
spend
the
more
flowers,
time
but,
on the flowers she received from you, Iori-kun.
She never even looked at me when I brought them in, though. Now I see.
Any flower she touched would be mysteriously preserved.
Most
I
replayed.
ended up keeping them all for my research, but after the autopsy, I put them all on her chest as a tribute. Now that I think about it, that must have been the night she began to transmogrify.
The power to share one's life with others. Could she have reclaimed the life energy she'd given to
So
those
she would still
flowers?
seemingly die in that scene,
Well,
but,
there's no real proof. But
would come back here
compared
if
to her
there was the
previous
flowers.
state, she's changed. The loss of her power is part of it, but furthermore,
Excuse me? Are you talking about me?
we were talking about how you want to live now.
What do you mean by that? Of course I want to live. I have to find the person in my dream someday. I don't have time to lie in bed forever.
Supposing you do find him.
yeah, so this
What
does
will you do
imply
after
of,
that?
like, happier ending there.
Well,
Okay, so definitely further ahead
That's
than me
none
in
of your
that case.
business.
But I'm getting there.
The strength of two hearts connected brought about a miracle. Or rather, a victory.
But not my save file, it won't.
Chidori.
So, yeah.
hey. Why are you crying?
I can't help it. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Well, I guess this isn't the outcome that Junpei's getting in my playthrough. Oops. Yeah, whoops. If I had known, then I would have done it.
Have some self-control.
But
now. Let's go.
how would you know that that's a thing? Unless you just, like, look stuff up ahead of time, like, what are the different possibilities in the game, and how do I make sure that I always get, like, the best thingamabobs? Like, how am I supposed to know that I could go back to the shop, get the flowers, and go seek out Junpei, give them to him, and tell him to, what? No. So hang out with Junpei after school, go with Junpei, and that day, and the day after that, go to the flower shop to buy the white flowers and give them to Junpei at night. I would have never guessed that. Okay, yeah, well. Acoustic-san. I have some homework to do, but I'm having trouble getting started on it. By the way, Acoustic-san, you all have exams coming up, right? Well, in that case, why don't we study together? I could raise up my persona stats even more, but, like, it's not that important. Even though I get literally nothing from this, I may as well get the unique cutscenes. Some new uniquely voicely acted scenes. I'm just noticing, the light above, it's candles, it's not lights. Okay. You will? Thank you. Well then, let's do our best. Because then at least I get unique cutscenes.
I just had a hard time focusing when I tried doing my homework.
And I could just get these and then reload the game and then go raise up my persona stats, but I don't care.
Koromaru says he'll study with us too, right, boy? It must be tough for you guys having to think about tests at a time like this.
Maybe a little.
I guess even you feel the pressure, huh? Makes me wonder, should I really be doing homework at a time like this? Still, the only thing we can do is carry on and complete our schoolwork as always. What's the matter, Koromaru? He's got something in his mouth.
Mad Bull. Oh, I do get something else out of
Did you
it.
bring this here for us?
It's not completely nothing. I assume the developers figured at this point that people would probably have maxed out academics.
I shouldn't make him worry so much. Okay, time to study. If I have any questions, can I ask you for help? And done. That's it for my homework. Oh,
wow,
you're still
great.
studying, aren't you?
Yeah,
Is it
5
okay to
SP.
sit here for a little while?
Whoa.
I'll be sure not to bother you. Koromaru and I will be cheering you on. Good luck.
That is pretty funny though. I get 5 SP out of it. Continue to study with the modern Koromaru by my side, so it's not nothing. Wow, this does nothing because I'm already the smartest person on the planet, I guess.
Oh, are you all done now? Cool. Koromaru was with us the whole... Wait, what? Where did he go?
Where the planet needs him the most. Oh, give me 5 HP
Were
now.
you waiting for us to finish?
But yeah.
I guess it's our turn to hang out with him.
Wait, is that actually a thing there? Where it's like,
Thanks for studying with me today.
with the
If you're
kidnapping
okay
thing
with
Bob,
it,
it has to be
I'd like
Peach
to
to
do
get a
this
new
again
bros
sometime.
attack? Because I did choose Peach.